All right, shalom, shalom. We start this video off by saying, Call Alayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadesh. Double honors and salutations to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the 144,000 male prophets. And shalom to the rest of the one third, consisting of men, women, and children. Shalom. All right. So I'm gonna just get into it. I'm gonna just get into this video, man. So I was watching the beloved brother Jacob Barak on YouTube. His video was titled "He That Endureth Unto the End," man. Now, Salaki, it was titled Enduring to the End for that crown of life. Right. Because that's what we're doing, man. That's what we ultimately want. We ultimately want to we want Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to sustain us, to build us up, to be able to go through that fiery furnace, being Jacob's trouble. We want to be able to go through that fire and be able to come out refurnished like gold, man. Right? We want to be tried because what happens when you put something under pressure, right? It becomes harder. You cleanse it from its flaws, right? You make it stronger, right? And that's the whole point, man. The elect they got to be brought through the fire, right? We have to endure until the end. It ain't no running from Jacob's trouble, man. We got to endure all the way up into the end. So, um, I just want to touch on what the brother has said, man, and I'm gonna just go to the scripture right quick. So this right here is Revelation chapter 3, verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go out no more, and I will write upon him the name of my power. Oh yeah, yeah, this is the one. Salakia, I'm gonna start over. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go out no more, and I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out from heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. Right. So, when Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai come back, right, and he deliver his elect, what's going to happen, man? We're going to have a permanent position inside of the kingdom, man. Nobody's going to be able to try to bribe us, right? Nobody is going to say, "Oh, if you humiliate yourself, we'll give you this amount of money. We'll give you this amount of views." If you eat a hot chip, and piss yourself and record it and stream it and post it on the internet, we'll give you this. And if you don't do it, we say we're gonna cut you down, man. Right? Nobody's gonna be able to do that, right? Why? Because we're going to be established, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he's going to make us a pillar, right? We're going to be pillars, man. We're going to have a permanent spot in the kingdom, whether Esau like it or not, whether the heathens like it or not, man. Us doing this work in sincerity and in truth, and ultimately those that endure to the end, the elect, man, they're going to have permanent spots in the kingdom, man. So now I'm gonna just show y'all a video right here because in this kingdom, right, in Esau's kingdom, right, in the so-called white man's kingdom, right, you gotta do stuff for status. You gotta do stuff for a certain amount of views. You gotta do stuff for a certain position, right? And this is the kind of shit that these people do for a temporary position, right? And then on top of that, this not even a spot, man. This ain't even a kingdom, man. This ain't Yasha Allah. This ain't. I don't see Yahweh Shai ruling right now. I don't see the kingdom of heaven being set up on earth right now, man. So you got Esau and his kingdom, and this is the kind of stuff that these people do to have a little position in this kingdom, man. Take a look at this. Right. So now a quick scripture just came to mind, so I'm gonna pull that up real quick. Right. Ecclesiastic, Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. Right. So these two-thirds, right? These niggas, right? They sit up there and record themselves and piss on themselves and jump up and down doing jumping jacks while they on the phone with their father, right? Repeating the phrase, "No, I'm not a bitch. I'm not nigga, you is a bitch, bro. This is bitch activity right here, man. Look at this." Right. Does this dude have a good name? No, he doesn't, man. This dude, his reputation is destroyed, man. His reputation is destroyed, man. And this is the kind of activity, this is the kind of stuff, this is the kind of entertainment that you have to do to go higher up in the ranks of this world, man. If you don't do stuff like this, right? If you're not humiliating yourself, if you're not going off, if you're not throwing your moral values inside of the trash and saying, fuck my beliefs, let me do what they do, let me do what they say, man, you're not gonna make it in this world. And if you can't see that by now, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. If you trying to establish some kind of foundation in this wicked ass kingdom, man. I hope when those rains and when those floods come, it get destroyed, and it is. Matter of fact, let me pull that up in the scripture real quick. Right. So this right here is Matthew chapter 7, starting at verse 24. Therefore, whosoever, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Right. So if you have a strong foundation, right? If you building your house upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, during that time of Jacob's trouble, man, you're not going to be shook. Why? Because you built your foundation upon the truth. Verse 26. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the rains descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it. Why? Exactly. Right. So all these people in these worlds, especially you Israelites, man, because unfortunately a lot of these Israelites don't know that the same system that they're in trying to make a name for themselves is against them, man. You would never and even if you do sell out for a bag, man, even if you do sell out for a bag, what you the rest of the sheep, they still suffering, man. Even if you sell out for a bag, and let's say you sign a law contract for 1 million, what about the rest of the sheep? Right? They still suffering. They still having the bus. They still under the curses, man. So you a sellout, and the Lord going to destroy you for that. So we got this dude right here. This was something that had came up to my mind. This was something that came to mind as I was searching for pictures and stuff like that to add to this video. And this right here, this happened a few years ago, man. And stuff like this go viral, man. This is a grown these is two grown men, right? One go by the name Zayas. I don't know how to pronounce it. And then this other dude, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all heard of him. His name Aiden Ross. So you got these two dudes inside of the gym, right? One dude got nothing on but fucking drawers, right? I don't even know how you get to the point of being comfortable inside of a gym with another man that ain't got shit on but drawers, man. Like if that don't show you that these dudes is weird, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You got two grown men. For some reason, this this big black dumbass, right? He decided to lay on the bench and proceed to lift the weights. Like, first of all, like all of this shit is weird, man. You got this one dude, you got him in a gym ready to work out, right? And then you got this other dude naked, bro. He's literally naked. He ain't got nothing on but drawers. And then you got the cameraman recording him like this shit is but at the end of the day, this is the kind of shit that Esau like to see, man. This is the kind of stuff. This is the entertainment. This is the weird, gay. This is the stuff that they like to. And then you got this weirdo talking about I'll pay to see them recreate this, man. The Lord gonna destroy a lot of you people, man, and hopefully it happens soon, man. Hopefully happen soon, man. What else? Right, we got right here. We got John Cena wearing a fucking skirt and those little nets that these girls be wearing, and then you got this dude wearing heels, right? Then I got a quick scripture. I got a quick scripture. So this right here is Deuteronomy chapter 22 and 5, and it say, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment." Right. So why the hell? Matter of fact, we're gonna keep on going. For all who do so are an abomination unto Yahweh thy power. Right. So John Cena, right? Because this is not the first time he's been caught. Look, right. These, and if you notice, these are all of the people that have status, man. These are the people that has money, man. These are the people that can go outside and swipe their card and get whatever they want and get the finest of things, man. So these kind of people, these are an abomination, right? And all of these things you gotta do, Salakia, all of these things you gotta do to have to be made a pillar inside of Esau's kingdom, man. And on top of that, you're not even a pillar because if you decide one day, right? Hell no, man. They fucking with me, man. Hell no. They tripping, man. I ain't finna wear no dress. Right? If you wake up and decide that one day, right, they gonna say, hell no, nigga, you is gonna wear this dress. And if you don't, we gonna cancel you. Right. A prime example is fucking, let me see. Right. I'm pretty sure are y'all familiar with the Andrew Tate thing that happened a few years ago? Right. So they ultimately, know, the whole social media, everything they ended up coming from. Why? Because they was talking about this shit, man. They was talking about how you're not supposed to be feminine as a man and stuff like that. They was pretty much speaking about um they was pretty much speaking about the flaws inside of this kingdom, man. And what happened? They was thrown in prison, man. So if you don't comply to their ways and if you don't do what they tell you to do, man, they could easily throw your ass in a cage. They could easily shut you up, man. But that takes us back to the scripture. So when Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai come back and he deliver his elect, man, we're gonna have new names, man. We're gonna have that reputation, man. We're gonna be the most famous people. We're gonna be famous here on earth. Not only that, we're gonna have our own planets, man. We're gonna have everything and everything we ever wanted. Right? We suffering now, but it's cool. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he gonna set us up and he gonna make us a pillar, man. And we ain't gonna have to do no weird shit. We gonna have a kingdom and it's going to be ruled in righteousness, man. We're going to force these other nations to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities, man. And if anybody got a problem with it, they're gonna get put down, and it's that simple. All right. So with that being said, hopefully this was edifying to the sheep. I'm gonna say shalom.